Right.
Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
No, hell no.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Garcia to pass. Quickly complete.
Right.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Which is so dumb because, like, if it is that she's saying somebody else, then she does have a double standard because, like, is she fucking
able to get the first one of the day away? They did have to send him out 3 times.
It's suspicious of any fucking vagina like this.
Stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Jayhawks offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays.
Yeah, it's true.
Everybody come. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a...
Yeah, I was supposed to go to her place on Thursday, and she was supposed to come here on Friday.
Trying to get to it. They get to him as he throws. It's complete. A huge pickup.
No, she talked all day.
How is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree?
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Running back searching for a hole. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road?
Yeah.
Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college
football is to... And, I mean, she's not the type of person that you can have this kind of conversation. You know?
You want to shut this...
Touchdown, Kansas! What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to...
Whitney's one of those people that says she loves communication, right? But what she, you know, obviously what she means is, you tell me,
yeah, it's critical, Dave.
Oh, shit.
A lot of times, touchdown passes aren't
Don't
thrown
worry
into
about
the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him
do
the
do as I say, and not as I do.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get in the midst of those defenses.
The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10.
So yeah, I mean that communication, like actual two-way communication. You know what I mean? Like actual two-way communication, not like, you know, like if I try to go to Whitney and be like, you know, hey, I think you've been shady lately, dude, she does not like that.
These corners going to give these receivers some space.
Exactly.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo.
Right.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's all the way down.
Let me ask you this.
7-yard line, and they are threatening.
What if she is pregnant, right?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
But what if she was also talking to her ex?
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Oh, sure.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And
Yeah.
from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber.
Well, I'm sure she'll say good morning with 2 exclamation points in the morning.
Just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find
Ignore it.
a way to get it going and hand him the ball.
I should just be like, fuck your morning.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
What's the
Holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He got it.
Hey man, yeah, you better like start drilling her about her
Kickoff unit set to go.
her orbit of available females.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Jesse, a very
Wait, you have her on Facebook, right?
last time wound up with a touchdown.
What if I sent you a dossier
Play calling really well. Nice
of people profile?
Yeah, and I don't
Profiles on her.
put together a drive like that, do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Like, hey, take a look at these pictures. All right, don't worry about where they came from,
Back to pass,
and
it's Rich.
or that they happen to be people you know.
Fires to the middle. On target to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh yeah, I mean I can't like hang out at her house or anything, but that'll be fun.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage.
Don't go over here.
And that would be the definition
Yeah, that's
of
fine.
first down success. Putting yourself in a good position.
Still her change clothes.
It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down.
Yeah, she's been holding her calf.
I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like
Plus I have like air purifiers and stuff, so it'll go away eventually. But
Tackle is made at the 33.
But anyway,
5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
yeah, man, let me know if you hear any names. We'll look them up on there.
Off play action on on first down.
But I gotta figure something out, right? Like, you know, I gotta.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I think for the quarterback, he's
Okay.
got to be
Oh.
so good with his eyes. And his
Let me
feet.
explain this to
One
you.
of the best defenses in the country. You got to look guys off,
Alyssa
especially when you're trying
is a
to
fucking
throw
basket
the
case herself,
target
okay?
like he was on that last one.
Like, Alyssa is not data one thing, which is a little bit sad because she is like the nerd class, the true nerd class, right?
This guy an inch, a little crease.
You know, she's the, you know, Comic-Con, you know, gaming Renaissance Festival girl, right? But she has mental health issues. Like, bad. Like, she regularly leaves work because of panic attacks.
And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal
Regularly, dog. Like, I swear to shit, like, whenever I talk to her, I'm like, she's like, you know, I'm at home, and I look at the clock, and she shouldn't be home. I have to clarify whether she's home because she's off or because she left, you know?
They knew they were going for it. They had a game plan.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get her to come over in the last week or so because, like, I've tried, but whatever, she's in one of those ruts where, you know, like, she gets, like, really depressed for, like, a month at a time, and I barely hear from her. She barely says anything. She kind of just, like, goes into a shell.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
So,
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has
Valerie,
here.
the chicken Topeka,
Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
she's trying, dog. Yeah, she's trying hard.
They'll break the seal
They're
in
getting
this
better.
quarter here on first down.
Actually, you know what's funny about that? I've tried to get her to come over a few times,
Garcia wants to throw.
just so I could fuck her, you know?
Right on target. And he's able
But
to
she's
set
like,
back
you know, I don't know, like, you know, I trust you and I want to see you and everything. Like, the reason she doesn't want to do it is because she, like, wants us to have a nice date first. Like, she's like, I really want to go on a picnic with you, something really romantic, and then,
play action.
and I'm just thinking, like, every time we go through this loop, I'm just thinking to myself,
His way inside the
I don't really want to do all that. You know?
The Pirates come to the line with
You know what I mean? Like, so then I'll try again someday, and she'll be like, you know,
snagged in the middle. It's Hurst. He'll be brought down at the
I'm just gonna be pissed off. I have to go to a picnic with her, man.
The passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Pirates will try to
But,
punch it in on first and goal.
I mean, that's it. Who else I got?
They'll try to get it in with the run.
The what?
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having no gain. Ball remains at
Dude,
the
this
2.
morning, I woke up to a voicemail from Mom.
Denied him on second.
She fucking left me, dog, a crazy ass voicemail that continues on in a voice note
He gets nothing. This defense is
about, like, some grand idea that she's just had at, like, 4 in the morning.
able to run it in. Well,
And she's, like, basically begging me to move with her to Nevada.
they'll try to pound their way in. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room.
And I'm sitting, like, half asleep. I'm, like one eye open in bed listening to this. What the fuck are you talking about, right? I sent her a message when I woke up. I was like, all I said, like, she had, like, fucking, dude, I was like, a voicemail, like, 15-minute voice note, where she talked about all kinds of shit, too, like, you know, about, like, how her mom didn't accept her, or problem with her mom, some shit like that. And then some long paragraph that I never even read. And all I said back to her was, why Nevada?
They'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And she responded with 2 words, no humidity. And I said, oh,
Here he
okay.
comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Kansas offense returns to the field.
No. I told you, man, like, she has a different type of mental issue. I'm not sure what is going on with her.
And how
Well, actually, I have. Remember I told you before that, like, she has, like, brain damage
nothing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
from her ex-husband.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
So, like, it's weird, man. Like, sometimes she'll be, like, completely fine and normal, and then sometimes, like, fucking
Nice
I gotta listen to her for an hour and babble about the weirdest shit.
They have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile.
As for her daughter, I never got her to answer me. Like, why are you giving her my phone number? She just keeps dodging the question.
This year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks.
Remember I sent you that screenshot, and at the end of it, she's saying something, and then almost fucking unrelated at the end of it, she goes, that's it, I've decided I'm giving Granny your number. And like, why are you... why? And she just thinks it's funny. Like, she keeps laughing about it. I'm like, you're not giving me a reason, though. Like, what? Like, why are you doing this to me?
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face.
I'll be honest with you, man. Like, if I did fuck Brianna...
line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Yeah, but I don't know if she would care. I honest to God don't. Amina is so unpredictable sometimes that I could see like an extreme in either direction.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution.
I could see it. I could see her like getting mad at me, and I could see her like using that as a reason to try to like fucking like move in and like solidify her relationship.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the
like
field
as competition or something. You know what I mean?
and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on.
Oh, and then I got my London crew, right? I got like 4 or 5 pitches over there, but
Garcia to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I don't know, man.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running.
I need Ashley to help me out, all right?
Shakes off the defender.
Let her know.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work
awesome. We're gonna see her
in this
recently.
game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hurst. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to...
Okay, she was in blast. Nurse Ratched, Netflix series. That's not how I get to this. Yeah. 12 Years a Slave. That's what I was thinking of her. She plays the plantation owner's wife. I can see maybe laugh out loud even though she threw this fucking glass thing. You ever seen the movie? she threw that fucking glass vase or whatever it was off the thing and it hit. I can't think of her name. Tita Nyong'o or something like that. In the face. Because she was dancing. You will sail the Negress. All right, man. Hey, how about shut me up?
But to find a spot that the
All
quarterback
right.
can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man,
I'm gonna try to figure that out tomorrow.
staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same
Yeah,
page. They both
something.
knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Going to work
All right, I'll
on
leave now.
second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Garcia wants to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And this kicker is turning into almost reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now even with 4th down. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Garcia to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And this is great, such change defense right now. This drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here. You go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jeff.
You've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really good that you can go to.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
He couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Throws to the tight end. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away, and the returner will be brought down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hurst. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. No chance to run, but still a good game. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. He was looking for more running room, but as he stopped at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any good that
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And I tell you what, when defensive plays zone, all eyes go to the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Defense rolls up deep in his own end on that last play. Now a second and long. Garcia wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They thought to make the short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to find a 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is perfect.
Well, they're able to get a field goal with 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. I'd like to see the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. Listen, teams will take 3 points anyway.
I say not
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not enough space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After that last kick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. It's Spurrier sitting on the sideline.
Do that again, and then be right here beside the rest of the team. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Crossing the 35. And he's running in the open. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Rock Jayhawk. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to get him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them will say, that guy, get him the ball, leave the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making a big play.
That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So, see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back in the purple fire offense will go forward. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse didn't love this one to pay off bigger. Catch it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Pirates come to the line with the
Well, how about that setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the draw. They'll make the stop at 42. It's a pickup of 5. It's out for a first down. The Pirates come to the line to set it down. They're going to go right back to him on first down. On the move at the 30. Running toward the take. He rolls all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
That's the benefit to the run. Keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop. Get down, line up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Try to march their way in. Touchdown, Pirates. And with that, they jump on top in the second half. Well, somebody's been doing their bunch jumps.
You ain't gonna lie. Getting up in here. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that. Save it. That might be my screensaver on my phone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off. That's a tight end for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kansas gets the ball back. Jayhawk ready to go.
And off from the gun. Look at this. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important and he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
8-yard pickup on first down. Wilson was second and short. The give to the lone running back. The Jayhawks keep the drive going.
Hey, what's up, boys?
That play just pushes the pile.
Say first off, you guys have been making some really fun videos for the show this year. Dude, thank you.
This doesn't premiere until September 18th on Disney Plus. But in the meantime, a lot of people have asked me if they need to watch every single Marvel movie and show in order to enjoy it. And the answer is no. But if you do want to get caught up on everything that's going on in the MCU, I'm going to do it for you now.
Give him his pass. And a big game. They've got it on the 46.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And they're running game. That time, the offense was able to outfit the defense to the right side of their play.
Comes out first down.
Plays it out with running back. And now we'll go backwards. Second down.
They finally get him stopped. One good job on now first and 10 from the 35. They're going back to the ground. They'll get off on that play.
Yeah, the coaching staff gets the offensive line and then they'll do a run. Now they let them drive off the ball. First down on this running play. They're getting 70 yardage.
He's run out of time. There's not the and the Jayhawks are right in the red zone. Quick pass on the flash.
Sorry, I knew this person would do crazy stuff. I like to see 100 waiting on him.
like a Thanksgiving.
Dr. Strange opened for Gifts and Angels and more. Stan Lee popped up there with them. Scarlet Witch went berserk. She-Hulk, Thomas Stewart, that's where the credits to the end. Thor went on the grid, Ant-Man shrunk the kid, Martin Freeman was Black Panther's white friend. Vulture's got Plan, and then Black Widow died. Hallelujah, they're Daredevil the born again. Disney Station, a secret invasion. Somewhere there's a free internet. I could do this all night, but let's give it time like we got with American.
Update on what else is happening in college football this weekend.
This all leads up to a TV show starring the Marvel character with Steven
We've got our updates we'll see him here, guys. Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And meanwhile,
Yeah, and that's the part of the offense that can move and run all over the place. There's so many options. Is that use up so much yardage, get through some games, and just get that
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, they can play their numbers. Well, you see him beat the offensive line, try and block him, get him back so they make that tackle impressive.
Garcia to pass. Fires to the big fella. And then all the way home and down.
It seems like a simple route. It's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got his
Open runway ahead. He's in the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, ECU.
Amazing. I find love. It's called Pod that fits around your existing mattress and cools down your bed so you can sleep better. They just released the newest model called the Pod 4 Ultra, which in addition to cooling down or heating up your bed can even lift up your head when you're snoring so you can breathe better. It's incredible. To get $350 off, go to 8sleep.com/Packman and use code Packman. The link is in the description. Welcome everybody. It happened again. A former Trump supporter took a gun to one of Trump's golf courses with the intention of assassinating the former president. This time, he did not, it is believed, get any shots off. He was shot at, fled the scene, and was ultimately apprehended and arrested. Let's start with the story about what happened. A 58-year-old named Ryan Wesley Root, or Rout, was hanging around a couple of holes ahead of where Donald Trump was playing at his West Palm Beach golf club yesterday. Secret Service agents, as I guess is protocol, they moved 300 to 500 yards ahead of Trump, which is a couple of holes ahead. They saw in the shrubbery the barrel of an AK-47 style rifle. They shot in that direction. This is the best information we have now. The would-be shooter Rout fled and was subsequently apprehended. Donald Trump is safe and announced that he is safe. And now we start with the finger pointing and the blaming, the conspiracy theories, and all sorts of other stuff. Those who immediately claim this is obviously a concerted effort from the left to take out Trump in advance of the election because the left is so afraid that Donald Trump is going to win. Those who say this is a setup by Trump after a completely disastrous debate performance, one might argue the worst debate performance in the history of American debates dating back, in the modern era, a televised era, Richard Nixon's sweaty, blue-like 5 o'clock shadow debate against John F. Kennedy. Okay, so the idea is it's Trump who set it up to distract from the fact that his debate performance was so bad. We don't have any evidence for any of those things. What we have evidence for right now is that the would-be shooter, the would-be assassin of Trump, supported Donald Trump in 2016, but then through some combination of radicalization and maybe mental illness and ready access to guns, turned on Trump and decided that he wanted to solve a political problem with a gun. In 2020, Raul voiced his dissatisfaction by tweeting, quote, Donald Trump, while you were my choice in 2016, I and the world hoped that President Trump would be different and better than the candidate. But we all were facing disappointment, and it seems you are getting worse and devolving. You are retarded. I will be glad when you go. So what we have right now, and I understand that the MAGs are saying the social media trail is fake. This is clearly some far leftists because he supported Ukraine against Russia. Most of the world supported Ukraine against Russia. All of the evidence is this was a Republican who was disillusioned with Trump for not being enough of whatever it was that he had hoped. Not an altogether different picture from the other guy who tried to kill Donald Trump. What did Donald Trump say in reaction to what he posted to Truth Social? Quote, I would like to thank everyone for your concern and well wishes. It was certainly an interesting day. Most importantly, I want to thank the U.S. Secret Service, Sheriff Rick Bradshaw, and his Office of Brave and Dedicated Patriots, and all of law enforcement for the incredible job done today at Trump International in keeping me as the 45th President of the United States and the Republican nominee in the upcoming presidential election safe. The job done was absolutely outstanding. I am very proud to be an American. So, as kind of always seems to be the case in these scenarios, there is never an appetite to talk about the widespread availability and ready access to all sorts of killing machines, AK-47 style rifles, etc., etc. That, it's almost like you're not even allowed to talk about that. Allowed, I don't mean anybody is physically saying we're not talking about it, but what I mean is it's not an acceptable part of the discourse to the American right wing. Period. Second, they immediately want to talk about mental illness. Now, you can make the case that anyone willing to even think and go forward in trying to carry out an action like this has some element of mental illness, but that doesn't mean they don't understand that what they are doing is wrong and illegal. And of course, the focus on mental illness often comes from people who stigmatize mental health problems and don't want to properly fund making it easier and more socially acceptable for people to deal with those mental health problems. And then, of course, number three, the conspiracy theories. Now, there is one specific thing I want to address as far as that goes. There is the claim being made that the reason this stuff is happening is because Joe Biden, either due to negligence or deliberate malice, is restricting the Secret Service's ability to protect Trump by limiting budget or limiting agents or whatever the case may be. This is absolutely not the case. And before people get going on that, here is the press conference that took place where it was confirmed that they actually scaled Trump's security up beyond what would even be normal because of the escalated threat. That's not
Yes, the threat level is high. We have increased the amount of assets that we've supported. So we live in danger times. So yes.
They identify that there is a higher threat level. They've escalated resources. Now, the other story, of course, is forgetting for a second about the generically widespread access to firearms. Raul himself, the would-be shooter in this case, was convicted in 2002 of possessing a firearm, resisting, delaying, and obstructing a law enforcement officer, driving without a license, and was engaged in a 3-hour standoff with police. He was pulled over during a traffic stop, put a hand on a gun, and then drove to a nearby business, barricading himself inside. In 2003, he was sentenced for driving without a license, carrying a concealed weapon and hit and run. In 2010, he was convicted of possessing stolen goods. So, as usual, an individual, or as often is the case, an individual who was not just a random person who accessed the gun. It was someone known to and connected to previous law enforcement incidents. So, as always, I reject completely any attempts of these kinds, this kind, violent, and I want to beat Trump at the ballot box. Let's now look at some of the reactions to what happened yesterday. And you will see that some are sane and some are not so sane. We're going to look at 3 reactions to the second would-be assassination attempt against Donald Trump. We'll see what President Joe Biden said. We'll see what Vice President Kamala Harris said. And then we will see what Elon Musk said. 2 of the reactions were sane. 1, not so much. President Biden immediately issuing a statement indicating there is no place for political violence after another individual, this time a 58-year-old former Trump voter, was found in the shrubs at Trump's golf club with an AK-47 style rifle. President Biden praised law enforcement. He said it appears to be an attempted assassination. He said, I commend the work of the Secret Service and their law enforcement partners for their vigilance and their efforts to keep the former president and those around him safe. I am relieved the former president is unharmed. There's an active investigation into the incident. As I've said many times, there is no place for political violence or any violence ever in our country. And I have directed my team to continue to ensure that Secret Service has every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure the former president's continued safety. That's a sane reaction. You denounce violence regardless of the political leanings of the target of the violence. Vice President Kamala Harris, potentially the next president of the United States, expresses relief that Donald Trump is safe. The Hill reports that she said, quote, I have been briefed on reports of gunshots fired near former President Trump and his property in Florida, and I am glad he is safe. Violence has no place in America. That is a very clear and sane reaction. On the other hand, Elon Musk reacted by saying, no one is even trying to assassinate Biden/Kamala, followed by the thinking face emoji. He then deleted that tweet, and he explained it was yet another one of these jokes that nobody understood, posting 2 additional explanatory tweets saying, quote, well, one lesson I've learned is that just because I say something to a group and they laugh doesn't mean it's going to be all that hilarious as a post on X. I guess Elon must have said that to people in person, and they all laughed, which, as we know, if you're a billionaire and you have people around you, they'll laugh at almost anything you say because they're sucking up to you. Anyway, so he said, when I posted it to X, it didn't get as good of a reaction. And then again, posting to Twitter, quote, turns out that jokes are way less funny if people don't know the context and the delivery is plain text. So clearly blaming the vagaries of communicating jokes and sarcasm on social media absent context and tone or something like that. And of course, immediately correctly identified as, hey, you know what? You might end up inciting violence. You might end up actually generating such attempts against Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Tim Walz, etc., by making this kind of post. He has an insanely large audience and completely irresponsible, makes sense. So there were the reactions, 2 sane, 1 not so sane, to the second failed assassination of Donald Trump. You know, it's hard to believe, and yet it's not, that today, we are in September of 2024. We're nearly a decade into this Trumpian fiasco. Donald Trump still does not understand how tariffs work. There was an interview done of Trump, and we're going to look at a couple of clips from it. And Trump was asked a pretty good question by the reporter, which is, you know, these tariffs that you say you want to put in place, aren't they just going to be passed along? Therefore, it's just the American companies that suffer. The interviewer, who looks almost twice the size of Trump, it's pretty remarkable, asked a very good question. And Trump gives a mess of an answer, completely illiterate economically. Listen to this.
Those tariffs, won't they pass those along? If they passed a tax on golf memberships, you would probably, at your resorts, pass that along to your members, right? You wouldn't have just absorbed it.
It sort of depends on the market, not necessarily. You look like you might be a golfer, actually, but not really.
Not a good one, sir.
Not a good one. There aren't too many good ones around, I'll tell you. But no, not really. I think that you're going to find, and I think what we do, and different countries also will be tariffed differently. You know, there are some that make tremendous margins on us. We have countries, I won't go into it now, but we have countries that are
Just as a little interjection, if you're confused, it's because